Hi everyone, I haven't done a video in a long time. So I wanted to share a little bit of a story, and it starts with, if you remember, or maybe you aren't a country music fan, but Luke Bryan currently has this video out, or song, new release, called I Believe Most People Are Good. And what I love about that is I agree with him. Most people are good. If you have that very narrow perspective, always looking for the bad in everything, you're going to obviously disagree with me and him that most people are bad. You're always looking for something to be afraid of, something to be in fear mode because of, or that red flag you're looking for in the person you're dating or doing business with. You're going to find that if that's your perspective and belief. But if you go forward in life believing, truly believing that most people are good, the universe is going to show you you're right. And this is exactly what happened to me yesterday for Shyla's birthday. We were at Adventure Dome and I did what most moms do. We find a locker, throw our bags in there, and I'm the only one that had a purse, a very tiny purse, and I had 3 cell phones in there, mine and her, Shyla's and her friends, and everything else you own, your credit card, your cash, whatever else. And they're new lockers. I hadn't been there in a couple of years. And you do a little kind of digital way of getting your own code and so on. You get a receipt. I thought, gosh, that's kind of cheap. Only $1 for the day. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Maybe that's what it is these days. I didn't really read the receipt properly. Now that's on me. That was something I did. I gave the receipt luckily to Shyla. I didn't have any pockets. None of us had pockets on us. You're going to have a fun time, ride roller coaster rides. You're not looking to have like a ton of baggage with you, right? So she puts it in her little pocket, the only pocket she has in her little shirt. And a couple hours go by, we go back, and I go to punch the code in, and nothing happens. I'm like, that's interesting. And I do it again. I'm like, well, this code is an easy one. It's one I know really well. I don't think I screwed that up. I've got the right locker, and I asked her for the receipt. She pulls it out, and I realize that it had expired. $1 only got you 1 hour. And it says clearly on the receipt, which again, I take full ownership for this, that you have to come back before a certain time or your time is out, which in other words, your stuff is held hostage in a locker. Now, it wouldn't be a challenge if I had other backup wallets, money somewhere. Everything I own is in the locker. These 2 teenagers don't have cash on them. They don't have money on them. They don't have any pockets, much less anything else to carry stuff. I'm not with another adult. I am the adult. I am the one making these decisions here, which just applies the pressure a little bit more on the situation. I'm the big guy here. I'm supposed to be taking care of these 2 kids. The panic that sets in, I can't even describe, of, oh my gosh, my car keys are in there, all 3 cell phones, my credit cards, my money. I can't do anything. I don't even have cash on me. I don't even have like dollar bills shoved in my bra like sometimes I do. I didn't even have that. So I'm looking at the machine that you get things out of. I'm like, okay, you just kind of draw a blank, like, what are my options? What are my solutions? Do I pedal for money? Do I ask for someone to give me money and so I can get my purse and pay him back? Unfortunately, there was another lady working the machine. She was having her own challenges just renting a locker. And then I saw these 2 ladies show up in their own panic with another exact same situation that we were going through, freaking out because they couldn't get into their locker because the time had expired. They should probably put something in big bold red letters, by the hour, your time will be expired. You're screwed, basically, if you can't get in the locker without paying first. Beautiful 2 ladies. I'm so excited that we ran into them. And this is just divine timing. Again, it goes back to believing most people are good. They get their stuff out. Luckily, the other girl had a credit card like in her back pocket and could swipe it and get their stuff out. She looked at me and goes, you just have to extend the time. It's okay. You can get your stuff out. I said, not if I don't have any money on me. Everything I have is in that locker. She's like, oh, log in. I'll swipe my card and help you out. Now, it was only $2 to extend the time long enough for me to punch in the code and get our stuff out, which, keep in mind, the things that go through your head during these situations is, somebody else has access to my locker. Somebody took the purse. I'm screwed without any way of calling person, money, or even car keys to get into my car, where my purse is, where other things might be, just as a backup. So all this stuff's going through your head. We're stranded at Adventure Dome. Yikes. Mom's worst nightmare, really. So in all honesty, the fact that she just swiped her card, took 2 seconds to make sure we were okay instead of rushing off, which is kind of what their energy was saying they were going to do. They swiped the card, and that $2, she made sure I could open my locker. I said, wait, let me pay you back. She's like, no, 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 it's okay. $2 is nothing really these days. If you think about it, what can you buy for $2? But that $2 to this mom, responsible of two teens on that day with everything I own in a locker that I can't get to, was huge. It was thousands to me. The relief that just pours over you of such a generous, kind act from another stranger was just beautiful. I wanted to hug her and kiss her. Instead, they rushed off like, no, no, it's okay. Probably don't want to rent those lockers again, kind of thing, kind of live and learn kind of a lesson. I truly believe most people are good. In fact, I know I would have done the same thing if I were in her situation. But if you go through life consistently thinking everyone's out to get you and that things are bad and that someone's going to hurt you some way or some shape or form, is going to attract exactly that. And I'm just as guilty as being that type of person that can be naive, assuming that everyone's great when they're not. Okay, I've had my situations where I've walked right in blindly into something that shouldn't have. But I truly believe I choose to this day, regardless of all of the things that have happened to me, bad, good, and otherwise, where I've been screwed over or let down, I still choose, keywords choose, because we're choosing here, to believe most people are good. So Luke Bryan, I appreciate that song, and I really truly appreciate that outlook and reminder when I hear it on the radio. It's kind of nice to hear. So I truly believe, let's switch this into business for a little bit here. I'm going to get a plug for my agency here. I truly believe we are all good inside. All of us have a message of hope. And if you want to be a speaker or you're thinking of how do I help? I want to be out there too, Carrie. But I've got this, and this in my way yet. And I can't quite, I don't know how to get on those stages. It just seems so far away, like a pipe dream of some sort. Like that only happens to people like maybe Tony Robbins or Les Brown or Darren Hardy or the big names out there that have 15 books. They all started at ground zero too, guys. They all started somewhere. And I want to give you that message of hope. If you really truly feel you have this message inside of you, that you want to get out there, but something's stopping you, whether it's good footage of a video, because I've got great connections that we can help you with. Don't let that get in the way. Don't let that be that stumbling block that keeps you from doing this message that's burning inside of you. Because I understand sometimes as a speaker, it's not even about speaking on stage. It's just about helping more people. You've got this calling or pulling inside of you that I know I can reach more people if I've got a bigger audience. And a live audience is even more powerful. Wouldn't you agree? I love that. I get it. I get it. So as a speaking agent, I get it 100%. Now I prefer you come to me all polished and ready to go. 100 speaking talks behind me, Carrie. Here's all my marketing. Everything's top notch. It makes it very easy for me just to pull the trigger and go, okay? Start promoting you. But if you don't have that, let me help you get those pieces in place. That's what an agent does. We don't just take those that are already kicking ass. We're looking for people that are out there that want to kick ass, but need a little boost, need a little help. We'll consult you. We'll help you get those materials in place. We'll guide you on what the industry is looking for. We know because we're on the other side of it all, okay? So reach out to me, apply. If we're always looking for good help. In fact, not good help, sorry, good speakers. We're at 20 speakers now. We're adding 6 more right now as we speak. We're always looking for new talent because the more variety I have, the more I can help more people, maybe get multiple speakers on one stage. It's always the goal. So there is a link below if you're interested. Look at this application. If you're a speaker that's ready to go, submit your application for that. If you're someone that needs a little more hand holding before you're ready to go, there's an application for that too. Please don't be that person that says, gosh, I just don't have those boxes checked off yet, Carrie. Your checklist is too small, or I only have a few things. No, I don't want to hear excuses. If you have a passion inside of you that wants to do this, I'll help you check off that checklist before we put you into our agency, okay? Because it is impossible to market you any other way. Of course, we need those tools in place, but I can help you get there. So again, I believe all people are good. Have that mindset going out into the planet today, out into the world every day that you embrace, and just watch the universe show you you're right. There's angels everywhere, people helping each other. There's always great people out there that are helping you get to where you need to go. We're all doing the best we can. Big hugs, big love. Just apply below on the link if you're interested. Only for those that really truly have a passion for speaking. Big hugs, guys. Big love. Bye.